Hey folks, Chris here with MPC. Today we're going to take this remote start kit and install it into this 2018 Chevy Suburban. Now this kit's going to cover from 2015 to 2018 Chevy Suburban key to start. Let's get started. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look to see what's included in this box. First off, we're going to point out the label on the side of the box. There's a QR code that you're going to scan to download the tip sheet, which will give you your programming and installation instructions to complete your install. Let's go ahead and open the box. First off, we have the EVOL remote start module. Then also included is the GM plug-and-play T-harness, a secondary T-harness, which is the plug-and-play for the OBD2. There's the included FLL flash link light, which is going to be used for the computer to complete the Dcryptor. Then we have an MPC panel tool. There's some extra K-link for hood pin and extra accessory connectors, some connectors, and then some extra paperwork. So let's go ahead and get started on this install. Here are the tools we're going to be using today to complete this install. We're going to start with a Phillips screwdriver, our wire cutters, zip ties, electrical tape, the MPC panel puller, a socket wrench with a 7mm socket, and our electric power drill. We're also going to be using this Windows PC laptop today to do our Dcryptor to complete the installation. So let's get started. I'm going to remove this door seal and this fuse panel to take off the two bolts that are going to be in here to start the disassembly of the lower dash panel. So we're going to go ahead and pull this up. Everything will snap right out. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull this molding here. Once the molding's loose, we're going to have access to the panel here for the fuse box. That'll snap right out of place and access that. That's going to give us access to these two torque screws right here. The top one we should be able to get to with our drill without an issue. Okay. The bottom one we're going to have to use our little socket driver because it is a little tight to get to. Okay, now that we've removed these screws, we're going to go over and take off the two bottom screws here so we can pull this panel loose. Now we're ready to go ahead and remove these two screws here. There's this one torque screw here and another torque screw right here that we're going to remove. That's going to allow us to disassemble this dash panel here. Okay, that one, and there's that too. Okay, now that those are loose, we're going to be able to pull the panel from here and here, and that'll allow us to move the panel down and have access right down here. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the steering column jacket here to gain access to the ignition connectors. To do so, we're going to use our panel puller to pop off the top half and the bottom half. Okay, what you'll need to do is put the key in ignition so that you can turn the wheel to the right, exposing this seam right here. So with that seam exposed, you're going to take your pry tool and you're going to go ahead and bring it up like so, and that's going to bring off this top part of the jacket. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the left side. We're going to go ahead and release the left side of the panel now. Pops right up. You should be able to pull this straight out. The tilt lever, which is right here, you want to simply pry out and it's going to pop off. Set that out of the way. That should allow you to simply pull the bottom panel loose and come straight down. Now that we've removed the steering column jacket and exposed the bottom part of the column where the ignition connectors are that we need to plug into, we're going to be plugging into this connector right here. It's going to pop off, and we're going to be plugging into this connector right here that we're also going to remove. These connectors will plug into our T-harness. So the first thing to do is we're going to take a little pick tool here and pull this connector out. And we're also going to do the same thing to this connector here. Expose that. These are the two connectors that are going to be connecting to our T-harness. So let's go ahead and get that plugged in for you. All right, so now we're going to take our included T-harness and we're going to go ahead and plug in our connectors. So that one will plug into there. And that makes this one plug right up into here. Okay. Now for the secondary plug, we're going to require the A and B adapter because this is a 2018 vehicle. The 2018 vehicle requires the A and B adapters. So I'm going to plug in that adapter there. And we're going to go ahead and plug in this adapter here. Okay, so that allows for the factory connector to plug into this, and this now will plug into our factory connector slot. There we go. Okay, T-harness is now connected, and we can move forward with the install. All right, so now we're going to get ready to connect the OBD2 portion of this T-harness. There's two 7mm bolts right here next to the OBD2 connector. We'll go ahead and loosen those up. Okay, that's going to go ahead and drop down the factory OBD2 connector, and what we're going to do now is go ahead and connect our T-harness to it. There we go, nice solid connection. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and re-secure this when we put this panel back up so that it'll take over the OBD2. There's some extra wires on the T-harness. These wires are not used for this install, so you can go ahead and cut them short, and we'll tape them off and go to the programming from here. All right, we're going to get ready to program this module. You're going to press and hold down this program button. You're going to keep holding it down while plugging in the black 4-pin connector. The lights are going to alternate. You're going to let go on a solid single yellow light, like so. Plug in the rest of your connectors. Okay, now that these are plugged in, you're going to press the program button 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to wait for the yellow light to come back on solid. Okay, there's our yellow light. You're going to take the ignition key, insert it into the ignition, turn the key to the on position. You should get the red light. Waiting for the red light to come on solid. Okay, turn the key to the off position, pull the key out. Put the key back into the ignition, turn it on. Red and blue will come on. Wait a few seconds for us to get a blue flashing light. There's our blue flashing light. And we want to turn the key to the off position. We should have a blue light. And now we're going to turn the key back to the on position. And we're waiting for a slow flash blue. There's our slow flashing blue. We are now ready to take it to the computer to do our decryptor. When disconnecting the module, we want to disconnect all the connectors and unplug the black 4-pin last. So we'll do these two, that one, then the blue. We're now ready to go to the computer. Next, what we're going to do for the decryptor is you're going to go to your computer and you're going to download the FlashLink Manager program from Fortin.ca. You're going to download it to your computer. You'll install it into your computer. Once you've installed it, you're going to open the program onto your computer and you're going to log in using the MPC credentials given to you from your tip sheet. Once you've logged into the program, it's going to pop up. You're going to see FlashLink Manager 4 and it's waiting to read the FLL FlashLink light. You take that, you'll plug it into the USB. White light will come on. It's going to cycle through. You'll hear your USB icon noise on your computer. You'll notice here that it's now green for FlashLink light detected. Your FlashLink light is red, waiting to have it plugged into the EVO-ALL. Take the EVO-ALL, plug in 4-pin connector. FlashLink light will go green, EVO-ALL will go red. It's now reading the module. So what we're going to do is, it's set here as a GMC Terrain. We're going to go ahead and set it for the Suburban. So this is a Chevrolet 2018 Suburban. And it's a key to start. Okay. The information below you're going to leave the same, so installation and connection types, all this, let go, load settings, and it's now going to populate this module and set it for the 2018 Suburban. Okay, now that it's set, you'll see the Suburban there. We're going to go to the Dcryptor. Okay, transfer key data, send data. Okay, now we're going to see the 0s and 1s, and what it's doing now is writing the key code for the decryptor. This could take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes depending upon the server. All right, there. Now it's ready to write the code to the box. Okay, so the decryptor is completed and it's written the program to the EVO-ALL module. You can go ahead and now disconnect from the computer, take it to the vehicle, and complete your install. Okay, so we've gone ahead and completed our decryptor. Now we're going to go ahead and plug the module back in. This time we're going to plug in the black 4-pin connector first, then the rest of the connectors. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do a test start on this vehicle. Start this vehicle, it's pressing the lock button 3 times. So we're going to go lock, lock, lock. Module will light up, ignitions will come on. vehicle starts. Okay. Everything run. Okay. Go ahead and press the brake pedal. Remote start shut down. All right, great. We're ready to tie everything back up onto the dash and put it away. To remote start the vehicle, you're going to press lock 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Vehicle's going to power up and start. Okay, now to do takeover, press the unlock button on the remote control. The doors will unlock. You're going to open the vehicle, close the door. You're going to insert the key into the ignition cylinder, turn the key to the on position. While it's in the on position, you'll step on the brake. The brake pedal will disengage the remote start. You're now ready to put it in gear and drive away.